Good morning everyone. Today we are going to revise chapter 10, reaching the age of adolescence. First of all, we will discuss the term adolescence. Adolescence is the period of life when the body undergoes several changes leading to reproductive maturity. Adolescence हमारी लाइफ का वो पीरियड होता है जब हमारी बॉडीज में बहुत ज़्यादा चेंजेस होते हैं and finally it leads to reproductive maturity. Means the boy or girl become capable of reproduction. So what is adolescence? It is the period of life when body undergoes several changes leading to reproductive maturity. The human body undergoes several changes during adolescence and these changes mark the onset of puberty. ये जो डिफरेंट चेंजेस होते हैं इस पीरियड में एडोलेसेंस में दे मार्क द ऑनसेट ऑफ प्यूबर्टी. हम कहते हैं कि प्यूबर्टी एज जो है वो स्टार्ट हो गई है, राइट. व्हेन दीज चेंजेस टेक प्लेस इन द बॉडी इट मार्क्स द ऑनसेट ऑफ प्यूबर्टी. क्लियर? सो एडोलेसेंस एंड द वर्ड प्यूबर्टी दे आर सिमिलर टू ईच अदर बिकॉज एडोलेसेंस period it begins with some changes that take place in the body and that also mark the onset of puberty. This adolescence period, this puberty stage, it begins at the age of 11 and it lasts up to 18 or 19 years. Adolescence period 18 to 19 years तक रहता है and it starts from the age of 11. There may be some variations also, थोड़ा बहुत variations हो सकता है, right? And as the boys and girls, their body undergoes several changes during this period of this 11 to 18 or 19 years. So there is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So that's why the boys and girls which are in this age, we call them teenagers, right? We call the boys and girls in this puberty period, they are called teenagers. So teenagers, their body undergoes several change and finally it leads to reproductive maturity. So this was about adolescence, puberty and what do you mean by teenagers. Now let us discuss the changes which take place at puberty. The several changes which take place at puberty, now we are going to discuss them one by one. Changes at puberty. So several changes take place at puberty like change in height. In this period, there is a sudden increase in the height of boys and girls. Initially, the girls, they grow, their height increases at a rapid rate than that of the boys. Change in height. So there is increase in the height of boys and girls. Sudden increase in the height of boys and girls during the period of adolescence. Second, there is change in the body shape. Change in body shape of boys and girls. So what type of change we will see in case of boys and girls? That boys, their shoulder, they become broad. So boys, their shoulder is broad and they have wide chest. Broad shoulder and wider chest. And in case of girls, the region below the waist become white. कमर के नीचे का हिस्सा जो गर्ल्स का होता है, it becomes white, बड़ा हो जाता है. So these are the changes in the body shape of boys and girls. Third, there is change in voice also. Voice change. So the voice of boys, it become deep and low pitch. On the other hand, voice of girls is high pitch. Boys, their voice is low pitch and deep, and girls, their voice is high pitch. Why does this happen? Because in case of boys, larynx they increase in size. Larynx, जिसको हम voice box भी कहते हैं, they produce the voice. They lie in our throat. हमारे throat में, throat region में larynx होते हैं, जिन्हें voice box भी कहा जाता है. In case of boys, they grow large in size as compared to the girls. Girls के larynx छोटे size के होते हैं, so their voice is high pitch. On the other hand, larynx of boys, they are larger in size, so their voice is low pitch. And in case of boys, we will observe that as the larynx, their size is large, they appear in the throat as a protruding part of the throat. गले में एक उभरा हुआ जो पार्ट यहाँ पे दिखाई देता है बॉयज के केस में, that protruding part of the throat is called Adam's apple. तो मैंने आपको क्या बताया अभी कि बॉयज का जो लैरिंग्स है उसका साइज ज़्यादा इंक्रीज हो जाता है, जिसकी वजह से यहाँ थ्रोट रीजन में एक प्रोट्रूडिंग पार्ट, मतलब बाहर निकला हुआ पार्ट अपीयर होता है, जिसे हम क्या कहते हैं, एडम्स एप्पल. सो एडम्स एप्पल इज व्हाट? इट इज द प्रोट्रूडिंग पार्ट ऑफ द नेक ड्यू टू लार्ज साइज ऑफ लैरिंग्स इन बॉयज. एडम्स एप्पल. Now we will discuss some more changes which take place at the puberty stage, like increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. Increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. At the age of puberty, there is increased activity of sweat and sebaceous gland. जो स्वेट ग्लैंड होती हैं और सेबेशियस ग्लैंड वो ज़्यादा एक्टिव हो जाती हैं. दे प्रोड्यूस मोर सिक्रीशन ड्यूरिंग द पीरियड ऑफ एडोलसेंस. सो द यंग बॉयज एंड गर्ल्स they often have a problem of acne and pimples on their face due to increase in the activity of sweat gland and sebaceous means oil glands. So this was another change which will occur at the period of adolescence. Next is development of sex organ. Development of sex organ. Development of sex organs. Sex organs, the reproductive organs of boys and girls, they become functional. They develop and they become functional. For example, in case of boys, testes, which are the reproductive organ which produce the male gamete called sperm. So testes, they get developed and they start producing sperm. Sperm is the male gamete. And in case of girls, ovaries, which are the reproductive organ of girls, they start releasing mature egg, which we call ovum, right? So in this way, the sex organ of boys and girls, they get developed and they start producing gametes after completion of this puberty stage. Other changes which we will see intellectual and emotional maturity, right? So boys and girls, they reach mental, intellectual and emotional maturity. Emotional maturity. During this period, boys and girls, their brain develop, they get mentally developed, and intellectually they start taking decisions. Prior they used to take advice of their parents and they work according to the commands given to them, but now they begin to think over the situations and they start taking decisions, and so the mental and intellectual maturity it's developed in the boys and girls. तो इस एज में आके बॉयज़ और गर्ल्स खुद अपने डिसीजंस लेने लगते हैं, इंटेलेक्चुअली सोचने लगते हैं अबाउट द थिंग्स विच आर गोइंग अराउंड देम, एंड इमोशनली ऑल्सो दे गेट मेच्योर. नेक्स्ट इज अबाउट, वी विल टॉक अबाउट नाउ सेकेंडरी सेक्सुअल कैरेक्टर्स. At puberty stage, secondary sexual characters can be seen in boys and girls. So what are secondary sexual characters? Secondary sexual characters. Secondary sexual characters are the characters which distinguish male and female. So these are the characters that distinguish a male from female. Now let's discuss some of the secondary sexual characteristics of male and some of the secondary sexual characters of female. So in case of boys, facial hair appear. You will see moustache and beard on the face of the boys. So boys, they have moustache and beard, and this is a secondary sexual characters. On the other hand, there is the development of breast in case of female. So these are the secondary sexual characters that distinguish male from the female. And some other secondary sexual characters will also be seen in boys and girls, that both they have hair under their arms and in the pubic region. But the main secondary sexual characters that distinguish a male from female is the appearance of facial hair in case of boys, mustache and beard, and in case of girls, development of breast that distinguish a male from female. I hope this term is clear to you. Secondary sexual characters. The characters which distinguish male from female, they are called secondary sexual characters. Now the next topic which we are going to discuss, that is about endocrine glands and their secretion. Now what are endocrine glands? Endocrine glands, these are ductless glands. These glands are ductless glands. Ductless glands, they do not have duct. They pour their secretion directly into the bloodstream, and through blood they reach their target site. The organ or the tissue where they have to reach, that is called the target site, and it is taken to the target site via blood. So the secretion of endocrine gland, which we call hormones, they play a very important role for the changes which are taking place in boys and girls during the period of adolescence. हमें पता है एडोलेसेंस पीरियड में बॉयज़ एंड गर्ल्स की बॉडी में बहुत ज़्यादा चेंजेस हो रहे होते हैं, और ये जो हार्मोन्स होते हैं विच आर सिक्रेटेड बाय एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स, दे आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दीज चेंजेस, राइट. सो द सिक्रीशन ऑफ एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स, द केमिकल्स सिक्रेटेड बाय एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड्स, they are called hormones. They are secreted in small quantities, and endocrine glands, they pour their secretion That target site can be any organ, tissue or gland, right? So endocrine glands, they are ductless gland. In our body there are two types of gland, endocrine as well as exocrine glands are also there. So there are mainly two types of gland, endocrine and exocrine glands. Endocrine glands, they do not have duct. Exocrine glands, they pour their secretion through duct. They release their secretion through duct. So these are exocrine glands which secrete their secretion through the duct. For example, liver, for example, salivary gland. There are many other glands in our body which have duct, like sweat gland. They have duct, oil gland, they have duct. So these are exocrine glands. Now let's talk about some of the endocrine glands. So the hormones released by endocrine glands, and some of the endocrine glands we will now discuss. Like in our body there are many endocrine glands like pituitary gland. Pituitary gland, it is also known as master gland. पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड को मास्टर ग्लैंड भी कहा जाता है. दिस इज आल्सो कॉल्ड मास्टर ग्लैंड. Why it is called master gland? Because it controls the secretion of other glands also. Through its secretion, it initiates other glands also to secrete their hormones. एंडोक्राइन ग्लैंड में पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड को मास्टर ग्लैंड कहा गया है क्योंकि ये ऐसे सिक्रीशंस भी रिलीज करती है जिससे दूसरे जो ग्लैंड्स हैं दे गेट स्टिमुलेटेड और यू कैन से इनिशिएटेड टू सिक्रीट देयर सिक्रीशन. ये दूसरी ग्लैंड्स के भी हार्मोन्स रिलीज करने के लिए उन्हें इनिशिएट करती है. सो इट इज कॉल्ड मास्टर ग्लैंड एंड इट इज सिचुएटेड इन आवर ब्रेन, राइट? And pituitary gland also secrete growth hormone which is responsible for the proper growth of the body, right? So the hormone secreted by the pituitary gland is growth hormone. It also stimulates other glands like thyroid gland. It also releases TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone. It also stimulates adrenal gland to produce adrenaline, its hormone. So adrenal stimulating hormone is also released by the pituitary gland, and other hormones like gonadotropic hormones. It initiates testes to release testosterone, a sex hormone. It also initiates ovaries to release estrogen, a sex hormone. So in this way, pituitary gland, it initiates other glands also to secrete their hormones. That is why it is called master gland. So I have now discussed here that pituitary gland, it secretes growth hormone also, and that is responsible for the proper growth of the body. Now let's talk about the next gland, that is thyroid gland. Thyroid gland, it is present in our neck region, and the hormone secreted by thyroid gland is thyroxine. For the production of thyroxine, iodine is required. So it is advised to take iodized salt so that our thyroid gland can function properly. It can produce thyroxine in proper amount. Thyroxine is essential for the proper functioning of our nervous system also. So thyroxine is a very important hormone, and in case there is lack of iodine in our diet, we can suffer from a disease called goiter. In goiter, there is a swelling in the neck region due to the swelling of thyroid gland, enlargement of thyroid gland. There is swelling in the neck region which we call goiter. It is a disease that is due to the deficiency of iodine in our diet. I hope this thing is clear to you, that thyroid gland which is present in the neck region, it secretes thyroxine. Now the next one is adrenal gland. Adrenal gland, it is present on our kidneys. ये हमारी kidneys पे present होती है adrenal gland, and the hormone secreted by adrenal gland is adrenaline. Adrenaline pancreas. Pancreas, they secrete insulin. Pancreas are present below our stomach and it secretes insulin. Insulin, it is essential for regulating sugar level in our blood. इंसुलिन हमारे जो ब्लड में शुगर लेवल है उसको रेगुलेट करता है और इसलिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ इंसुलिन वी कैन सफ़र फ्रॉम डायबिटीज़. इंसुलिन की इन द लैक ऑफ द सिक्रीशन ऑफ इंसुलिन, अगर इंसुलिन हमारी बॉडी में कम बनता है देन वी विल सफ़र फ्रॉम अ डिजीज कॉल्ड डायबिटीज़. सो इंसुलिन इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट हार्मोन फॉर द प्रॉपर मेटाबॉलिज्म ऑफ द शुगर इन द ब्लड. नाउ द नेक्स्ट we will talk about sex hormones. The sex hormones which are responsible for secondary sexual characteristics in male and female. The sex hormones are, these sex hormones are responsible for secondary sexual characters in male and female. So first we will talk about the sex hormone in male. It is released by testes and the name of the hormone is testosterone. And in girls, in female, the sex hormone is estrogen secreted by ovaries. So these are the two important sex hormones produced by testes and ovaries respectively in male and female. Now let us talk about reproductive phase of life in human. So student, in previous chapter, that is reproduction, we have discussed that ovaries in female release one egg every month. So हमने अपने प्रीवियस चैप्टर में, रिप्रोडक्शन चैप्टर में पढ़ा था कि फीमेल में जो ओवरीज होती है, देयर आर पेयर ऑफ ओवरीज, 2 ओवरीज होती हैं, तो 1 ओवरी 1 एग रिलीज करती है एवरी मंथ. एंड इफ इन केस द एग इज नॉट फर्टिलाइज, सपोज व्हेन द एग इज रिलीज बाय द ओवरीज, जब एग रिलीज किया जाता है ओवरीज द्वारा, मैच्योर एग इज रिलीज बाय द ओवरी, then that time the uterus, right, uterus which is also called mother's womb, so the uterus, the wall of the uterus is start thickening. uterine wall जो होती है वो thick होने लगती है to work as cushion. If the egg get fertilized, for the embryo development, uterine wall it start get thickening, right? So when the egg is released by the ovary, at the same time the uterine wall it start thickening. And if the egg is not fertilized, then what will happen? The uterine wall it gets shed off along with the blood vessels, and this result in the flow of blood from the female. So this bleeding in the woman is called menstruation. We call it menstruation. So what I have explained you, that every month 1 mature egg is released by the ovaries. In case the egg is not fertilized, then the thickening of the uterine wall along with the blood vessels and this unfertilized egg is shed off, and it comes out from the body of female in the form of bleeding, and that is called menstruation. So menstruation take place every 28 or 30 days in female. The first menstruation, which begins at the age of puberty, is called menarche. The first menstrual flow is called menarche. Menarche is the first menstrual flow in female at the puberty is called menarche, and by the age of 45 or menstrual cycle it gets stopped. So the stoppage of menstruation is called menopause. So menopause is what? Stoppage of menstruation. Stoppage of menstruation which take place by the age of 45 or 50 years. Stoppage of menstruation. Now the next topic which we are going to discuss is how is the sex of a baby determined. So there are 23 pairs of chromosomes in our every cell. In the nucleus of each cell there are 23 pairs of chromosomes in human cell. ह्यूमन बींग्स की जो सेल हैं उनके न्यूक्लियस के अंदर 23 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स होते हैं. देयर आर 23 पेयर्स ऑफ क्रोमोसोम्स. आउट ऑफ दीज 23, one pair is of sex chromosomes. One pair is of sex chromosomes. In female, these sex chromosomes, they are of two types, X or Y. So there are a pair of sex chromosomes, X, and other one is Y. But in case of female, both the sex chromosomes are XX type. But in case of male, the sex chromosomes are XY type. I hope this is clear to you. So when the gametes, egg is formed or sperm is formed, we know that gametes are haploid. gametes में हाफ क्रोमोसोम्स ही आते हैं. तो एग तो आप देख रहे हैं कि फीमेल में जो है सेक्स क्रोमोसोम XX टाइप ही होते हैं. तो एग जो होगा उसमें हमेशा जो सेक्स क्रोमोसोम आएगा दैट विल बी ऑफ X टाइप. बट इन केस ऑफ स्पर्म, द स्पर्म इट कैन बी ऑफ sperm they are of two types, X type and Y type. So it can be X type, it can be Y type. Egg, it will always be X type. So student, what will happen? How the sex of a baby is determined? If the egg, this is the egg, it is having X chromosome, X sex chromosomes. If it fuses with the sperm having X sex chromosome, then the zygote, then the nucleus of zygote will have XX type sex chromosome. And if the egg is fertilized with the Y type sperm, then what will happen? Now the zygote will have XY type set of sex chromosomes. So you can observe that, आप देख सकते हैं कि अगर एग में zygote में XX टाइप का सेट आता है, then the zygote will develop into a female. And if the set XY will come in the zygote, then the zygote will develop into a male, into a boy. So in this way, the type of sperm which will fertilize the egg, that will determine the sex of the baby. I hope this topic is clear to you that sperm, actually the type of sperm, it determines the sex of a baby. If the X type of sperm will fertilize the egg, then the zygote will develop into a female. And if the XY type of zygote will form, then it will develop into a male. I hope this point is clear to you. Now the next topic of this chapter, that is about the nutritional need of adolescence. We will talk about nutritional need of adolescence. An adolescent need a balanced diet. proteins, because adolescence age is that age when the body is undergoing several changes at a rapid rate. हमारी बॉडी में बहुत ज़्यादा चेंजेस हो रहे होते हैं इस एज में. So for the proper growth and development of the body, adolescent they need a balanced diet. They also need to do physical exercise so that body can develop fully. Physical exercise is required. They should remain active. Adolescent they should remain active throughout the day for the better growth of their body. And proper hygiene is also required. हमने डिस्कस किया था कि एडोलेसेंस पीरियड में sweat gland and oil gland they become more active. So proper hygiene that should be taken care by the adolescent. And the hair which develop under the pubic region and the underarms, for that reason also as sweat gland and oil gland is also become active in case of adolescent. So proper hygienic condition should be taken care by the adolescent. If the adolescent they take care of these things, then the proper growth and development of the body will take place. Now here I want to add one more thing, that is role of hormone in completing the life history of insect and frog. Now the last topic which I would like to discuss is that role of hormone. Role of hormones. Role of hormones in completing the life cycle of frog and insect, of frogs and insects. In chapter 9 we have talked about metamorphosis. हमने metamorphosis term discuss की थी, that is the transformation of larva into adult through drastic changes. In case of frog, tadpole, it undergoes drastic changes and then it changes into adult frog. And in case of insects also, from the egg, caterpillar or you can say larva comes out, then it undergoes changes, it changes into pupa, and pupa further undergoes many changes and finally it develops into adult. And this process of transformation of larva into adult is called metamorphosis. हमने ये डिस्कस किया था कि इंसेक्ट्स में और फ्रॉग में जो लार्वा होता है, जो एग हैच करने के बाद लार्वा या जो टेडपोल बाहर आता है, उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा डिफरेंस होता है एडल्ट से. एंड इट अंडरगोस मैनी ड्रास्टिक चेंजेस एंड फाइनली इट बिकम्स एन एडल्ट. इन चेंजेस के लिए जो हार्मोन रिस्पॉन्सिबल है, इन केस ऑफ फ्रॉग थायरोक्सिन हार्मोन इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल. सो टेडपोल दे नीड थायरोक्सिन हार्मोन टू गेट ट्रांसफॉर्म इनटू एडल्ट. और उसके लिए आयोडीन होना बहुत ज़रूरी है. इफ देयर इज लैक ऑफ आयोडीन इन द वाटर, इन द पॉन्ड वाटर और वेयर द टेडपोल आर देयर, अगर उस पानी में आयोडीन की कमी है, देन टेडपोल दे विल नॉट गेट मेटामॉर्फोज इनटू द एडल्ट. वो एडल्ट में ट्रांसफॉर्म नहीं होंगे अगर पानी में आयोडीन की कमी है, बिकॉज दे नीड थायरोक्सिन. अ टेडपोल नीड थायरोक्सिन टू गेट ट्रांसफॉर्म इनटू द एडल्ट फॉर्म. Similarly, insect they need insect hormone for transformation of a larva into an adult insect. They need insect hormone. So this was all in the chapter. I hope the chapter is clear to you. Still, if you have any doubt, student, you are free to ask in your doubt class. Have a good day. Bye.